The Padres' Chase Headley, can he bring his game to a boil as he did in the second half of last season, leading the National League in RBIs? He's getting ready, as is Buster Posey, who sauteed Padre pitching last night. 5 of the 10 runs scored by San Francisco knocked in by this all-star catcher. We're set to go on a beautiful Saturday night in San Diego. Welcome to Petco Park. Third game of this 4-game series, the defending world champion San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. And good evening, everyone. Mark Grant, Dick Enberg, happy Saturday night to you. Glad you joined us. Spent part of this evening baseball from Petco. The Padres send Edinson Volquez. Will it be the hot Volquez or the Volquez that sometimes walks a bit too many?
Well, hopefully it's the first part of your description of Edinson Volquez, because he has proven in the course of the season, Dick, when he's on with this game, locating the fastball and that curveball and changeup for strikes early, he could be tough to hit. He's got to stay on line towards home plate, and if there's ever a night that a Padres starter needs to go deep in the ball game, I'm talking 8 innings. Tonight's the night for Edinson Volquez. He really needs to concentrate on doing just that.
Well, he's 2-2 in the last 6 starts with a 3.34 ERA. That would get the job done. Now, Tim Lincecum, there again, you got to be puzzled by this 2-time Cy Young Award winner who's only 4-9 this year.
Yeah, don't let the win-loss record really fool you. The ERA over 4.5. The last 3 starts, he's thrown the ball pretty darn well. The walks are kind of up, but the strikeouts, he's still more strikeouts than innings pitched. So what's the strikeout pitch? He's
who's a San Diego native, San Diego State player.
And Tim Lincecum, the Padres and the Giants. Last night, though, it was all about Sean O'Sullivan for the Padres, and he realized when he woke up this morning he had made his dream come true. He made his first major league career start for the team he grew up rooting for. And Sean said, you know, when he ran out from the bullpen, he tried to soak up the moment, but knew this was an experience he'd never forget.
I was just constantly looking through the stands trying to find people, obviously after I was done pitching. But I've gotten so much support since I've been here, friends, family, friends of friends of friends. So it's been really nice to be home and to, because I'm just as much a fan of the Padres as a player. So it was special for me to put that uniform on tonight.
That is our Geico quote of the game. And yes, it was a very proud moment for mom, dad, brothers, wife, in-laws, all of them here for Sean's special day. Tonight, though, it's Edinson Volquez going for win number 8 on the season against Tim Lincecum. We'll see you with first pitch right after the break.
And we're set to go at beautiful Petco Park for Game 3. The Giants start tonight at 42-50. They're 6.5 games behind first place Arizona in the West. Padres 8.5 off the lead of the Diamondbacks. As we're ready for the San Francisco Giants starting lineup, here's Bruce Bochy's batting order. Greg Gort, well, it's the same as the first 2 games of the series, right down the line except for the pitcher. Blanco, Scudero, Posey. Pablo Sandoval, Hunter Pence in right, Brandon Belt the first baseman, Kenseki Tanaka in left field, Brandon Crawford hitting 8th and a pretty solid hitter in that 8th spot, and Tim Lincecum will bat 9th. And the Padres defense brought to you by Aramco Mortgage. Tonight's Padres defense, it features Quinton Amarista Venable left to right in the outfield, Headley, Cabrera, Jerko at second, Alonso at first, Rivera behind the place. Rene Rivera gets his first start since being called up from Tucson, where he was a PCL All-Star. And Volquez on the mound.
Our scouting report on Edinson Volquez tonight, Dick, is brought to you by our good friends at Jaguar of San Diego. Stay under control towards the plate. Straight line. None of this falling off stuff. Okay, Edinson, you're good enough to do that and throw a gem tonight. Also, curveball for strikes early. If he can throw it early for the count, that means later in the at-bat he could bounce it and they'll swing at it, possibly for a strikeout.
I think if the lights come on for Edinson, we can call him Thomas Edinson.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Comment.
Throw that strike, not ball, huh? Simple game. 72 beautiful degrees in America's finest city with a little breeze off the ocean. Skies are clear at the moment. The air will become heavier as night falls. Umpires are Mark Wegner behind the plate. Laz Diaz making that call on the obstruction play last night at first. And then tossing Bud Black, who argued. Tim Timmons at second and Mike Winters at third.
You know, I talked to Bud Black and I talked to Chase Headley before the game. They said, you know what, it was the right call. Even Chase Headley. And he kind of described the situation. Gosh, I was kind of caught after getting rid of the ball. The runner just happened to turn the same way I did, and I was caught. And, you know, that's the way the rules read in the book. And he talked to Tim Timmons about it. He said, yep.
The confusion is that the play happened on the infield grass, not in the baseline. And I guess you can go as far as you want into that grassy area and not be called out of the baseline, because he was aiming to go back on his angle to third base. Right. They ruled that he was heading on a straight line,
creating his own baseline. Back
sure
to the back.
was. Yeah. All right, we're set to go. Let's hope tonight's game is a bit more simply played. First pitch is a strike from Volquez to Gregor Blanco, who scored 4 times last night, had 3 hits in game 1 of the series. He's played a big part in the first 2 San Francisco wins. The Giants, and get this, have not won games back to back, haven't won 2 in a row in over a month.
That's unbelievable. Well, we got to do better than that, Mark. We got to get some things going the right way.
Casey Stengel, right?
Yeah.
1-1. Fouled away by Blanco.
You know, every time Edinson pitches, I kind of hope, along with you, Dick, and Padre fans, if he could throw 12 pitches or fewer in the first inning, I think he's going to be golden. And the other person that's going to be smiling is pitching coach Darren Balsley, as he watches every move of his pitchers.
Crowd still filing in on the Saturday night. Sellout last night. It'll be a big house again tonight. That's in there. And Blanco looks at it. Strike 3. Good start for Volquez. Brings up second baseman and all-star Marco Scutaro.
Fooled him with a fastball. 2-seamer, good movement. Rivera frames that pitch right down the middle. And that's a legitimate strike right there. Right at the belt buckle.
Scutaro likes playing his game under the lights. He's a good nighttime hitter. Overall, .318. That's in the top 10 National League. But at night, he's the 3rd best hitter in the league. .338. So he probably won't get a hit here because it's not quite night time. There's a lot of daylight left.
We need dusk numbers, right? It's not even dusk yet, though.
Beautiful time of the night,
isn't it?
It's my favorite. That low
I agree.
The low sun before sunset
makes you want to prop up your feet and enjoy a social sparkler.
Get your feet out of the sand, look out at the sun setting over the Pacific Ocean, or be here at Petco. 2-0 to Scutaro. 92 with a strike. Edinson now 30. He was all-star with Cincinnati back in 2008 when he was 17-6, his best ever major league season.
That's a great year at that ball yard in Cincinnati and that division.
3-1.
You know, you win that many games to put up those numbers in the National League Central with those ballparks. You're pitching very well.
His usual perch there at the near end of the dugout, Bud Black. Tough times. You have to swallow these defeats.
Yeah, I'll be quite honest with you. Last night was juego feo. Ugly game. It was. And Buddy would be the first one to admit that.
It probably was the most unpleasant defeat of the year. One you want to just flush. And maybe they needed a bad loss like that just to forget about it. Let's start anew. This is the first day of the rest of the season.
It's a good way of looking at it, Professor.
Why not? Fouled away. Last year at this time, the Padres were 39-55, They're 41 and 53 coming in tonight, so they're at a better place than a season ago. And of course, the last half of the year was a very good time for the Padres. As you look at the 2 men on the DL, Clayton Richard and Corey Lukey, and tomorrow's starter Eric Stoltz.
All the lefties sticking together, huh?
Yeah. Ground ball to short. Cabrera across to Alonso, 2 away. Still not nighttime, Marco. Buster Posey, day or night, what a swing. Maybe as pretty a swing for a right-handed hitter as there is in the National League. And against the Padres, there's his overall average, 320, which ranks 6th in the National League. But against the Padres, he sat safely in 11 straight games, 436, 16 runs batted in those 11 games. Padre pitching hasn't figured a way to get him out. Right down the middle, he takes it.
You know, I think if you're going to throw him fastballs, he takes that one for a strike. But inside, off the plate a little bit, and sliders down and away. I think you just cannot fall into a pattern against Posey. You got to really mix it up well.
Change up inside.
Well, there's that 13th pitch there, hoping for 12 in this inning, but maybe get a ground ball here. And finish this inning with 14 pitches. That's pitches with a P.
I got you. High chopper, tough play for Cabrera, and he can't make it. Had to go for the short hop, even though Posey doesn't run well, because time was running out. Do or die, and that should be a base hit.
You know what, Dick, I was taking into consideration Posey. I thought that he was going to play this right there. He was going to play it back rather than the short hop. And that ball goes right up the heel of his glove.
Another hit for Posey. Brings up Pablo Sandoval. Kung Fu Panda goes through that ritual. Several little good luck moves that he makes with making lines in the outside the batter's box. Now he's set to hit. Line drive home run on Friday night. He had a couple of hits last night, and there's one aimed up the alley in right center field, and with 2 outs, Posey running all the way. They'll have to hurry on the relay. Here comes Posey around third, and he will score on a double by Sandoval. Pablo produces. And the Giants score first. Maybe that's a good thing. The Padres scored first on Friday and Saturday and didn't win.
Well, it's just frustrating because you make a good pitch against Posey, and on the short hop, Everett Cabrera can't come up with it. And this ball rattles into the right center field gap. And the pitch count starts to mount. Only 15 pitches for Edson Volquez, but it all started with that infield single off the bat of Buster Posey.
Now, the Giants have had a terrible record coming into this series, hitting with runners in scoring position, about the worst in the majors. But in this series, they're 12 for 33. They're hitting .364. Last night they had 8 hits with runners in scoring position. That was by far their best of the season. Pence, good curveball for a strike.
This is where I hope this doesn't affect Edson Volquez. 2 quick outs, the infield single, the extra base hit. Concentrate on keeping it at 1 run here in the first.
Pence tied for the club lead in home runs with 13. He shares that with Posey. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pretty good middle of the lineup. Posey with 56 runs batted in. Sandoval having an off year and still with 41. Pence with 43 knocked in. The Padre leader is on the DL, Blanks with 33. Sails high and deep down the right field line and foul, as it's time for the Sequan Casino Vacation stat of the game. Hunter Pence has struck out more than any Giant against any opponent in the league. Hunter Pence.
He'll chase
14 times.
Yeah, especially 1-2 count here. Edinson Volquez knows he does not have to throw him a strike here.
Well, he didn't. Change up way upstairs. 2-2.
Over the course of the Padre pitching staff facing Hunter Pence, we've seen sliders down and away, swung on and missed. Let's see if he counters after throwing that high changeup to go down and away here with that slider. That's what I would throw here. But then again, I had a terrible slider.
Sandoval with an RBI double at second and 2 outs. A run home. Rene Rivera, a new catcher working with Volquez, so they'll have a meeting.
Okay, let's get the sign straight here, guys. Cabrera there so we can relay him, whether it's a fastball or off-speed pitch, over to Jed Jerko at second base. Have to establish that rhythm early.
Ball is set, and the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. Changeup was low and inside, but Pence goes for it. Couple of strikeouts, but a run scores. And a double Sandoval. Here's the Padres lineup brought to you by Toyota. Everett Cabrera leads it off. Alexi Amarista. Then Chase Headley with Carlos Quentin batting cleanup. Yonder Alonso and Jed Jerko back in the lineup. Trying to get that swing back that they produced some big hits before the injuries. They were 0 for 8 last night collectively. Will Venable in right field hit 7th. Rene Rivera, his first start, hit over 340 at Tucson. Edinson Volquez on the mound batting 9th. And here's the Giants defense brought to you by Hyundai. Tanaka, Blanco and Pence in the outfield, left to right. Sandoval and Belt at the corners. Crawford and Scudero up the middle. Lincecum on the mound, and all-star Buster Posey behind the plate.
And for the Giants, Tim Lincecum. Here's the scouting report on good old number 55. The splange. Remember, that's the split and changeup grip. That is his best pitch. A lot more off-speed pitches. He likes to go to the slider for the strikeout, and fastball location is kind of erratic. Sometimes just a show-me pitch for Tim Lincecum.
Cabrera, the leading Padre hitter,
Fast.
starts at 292 and leads as well in runs, hits, triples, and walks. Takes a strike. Now the Padres in the last 2 games have scored 3 runs, all in the first inning on 4 hits. And then the batters, or the innings rather, 2 through 9, no runs and 6 hits. Out of play. as meager as it's been offensively, has been carried by the first 3 hitters. Once you get 4 through 9, been very quiet. In fact, 4 through 8 last night went 0 for 19.
Yeah, that's tough, and you're not going to win a lot of games doing that. In another area where the Padres, the last 18 innings played, only 2 times those 18 innings, the leadoff batter has gotten on base. It's not a good way to start off an inning.
2-2.
There's that curveball. Hopefully, number 55 tonight, Tim Lincecum, pitches like another.
Did you wear 55 when you were a Giant?
Another overrated.
Did you wear 55?
Guy who used to wear that number pitches poorly like he did so many times. Hopefully Lincecum follows suit.
Oh, don't be so self-deprecating. I know you were tough. Made that number famous. Lincecum, hey, Cy Young winner. He wanted it right away.
Yeah, he did.
Just like Nolan Ryan. Another foul.
That looked like that Splains right there.
Cabrera losing his bat. He lost it last night, threw it into the stands behind the Padre dugout.
Wow.
So 3-3 at home, 212 batting average. On the road, 1-6, and the 1 was against the Padres back in April, with batters hitting almost 100 points, well, 102 points higher.
That's just one of those statistics it's really hard to figure out. Obviously, at home, you pitch there, you play there 81 dates. As a starter of your 30 to 35 starts, half of them are going to be at home. You should feel more comfortable at home. Therefore, better numbers.
But not this kind of
exactly.
drop on the road. Another foul. So Cabrera's been very good at this the last couple of months, even with a count against him, 2 strikes, in this case 1-2. He's fouled off 3 pitches, gets the count to 2-2, making Lincecum work. 8th pitch coming up.
We should start calling Everett Cabrera old aches and pains. Remember Luke Appling used to foul off pitches all the time until he got his good pitch to rip at.
Another foul. Making Lincecum work early. Amarista and Headley to follow. It's a left-handed hitting lineup with the exception of Quinton, Jerko, and the catcher Rivera in terms of the 8 position players. Ground ball right side, and Belt there. The cover for Lincecum. 3-1 on the putout. On the 9th pitch, Lincecum finally retires. Everett Cabrera brings up Alexi Amarista.
I don't think Tim Lincecum ages. When you look at him, he looks like he does since day one he's been in the big leagues.
I don't know. When he cut the long hair, I think it made him look even younger.
He just turned 29.
University of Washington star pitcher. Native of Washington, Renton. He was 2-time Pac-10 player pitcher of the year, 4-time All-Star, 2-time Cy Young winner. And in his career, Lincecum has struck out more than 1 batter per inning. 1,429 strikeouts and 1,321 innings.
Now remember, when Timmy first came up to the big leagues, he was doing mid-90s. He touched 96. Oh,
now he's around 90 more.
90,
often.
91. Have to reinvent yourself and utilize that off-speed stuff more. Like we looked at his numbers before the game, still going into this game, more strikeouts than innings pitched, and that's a good sign for a guy who doesn't throw as hard as he used to.
High strike, 2-2 on the curveball.
For Alexi Amarista, you can see it's pretty much splitting hairs into the outfield, but the power to center field and right for Alexi.
3-2 count on Amarista. On base all 4 times last night. 2 walks, 2 singles. Fly ball to right. Hence, a couple of steps in, a couple of steps over. 2 outs to Chase Headley.
Looks like Tim Lincecum breaking out a new glove. That one looks like it just came right out of the box. Very good looking guante.
Remember the first really new, big, great glove that you got?
Wilson A2000.
Yeah.
I think my dad spent $65 on it, and that was like.
Whose signature was that in?
It was not a signature model. It was one of those ones that the pros used. You know. Tim uses a Rawlings, the Gold Glove Company, Rawlings.
1-1 to Headley. Getting 224 from the left side, 248 from the right side.
What was your first glove, Dick? You remember?
I think it was from the hardware store in
the
Armada, Michigan. It was just
were the fingers connected yet back then?
Yeah, strings along the tops.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. And they had a thumb and 4 fingers.
Because remember back in the day, they didn't have the fingers connected.
Yeah, I remember my father's glove. My goodness, how do you even catch it with that? And it has changed the game. The bigger gloves. 3-1, and Headley's aboard with a walk. First base runner. Headley leads the team and walks.
And look at these kids' gloves there. They're all Rawlings guys right there.
They got the San Francisco kid sandwiched.
Yeah. And remember back in the day, they used to leave their gloves out on the field.
Yeah, you just flip it behind your position.
Yeah.
Shortstop would just give it a toss and to short left field.
Yeah.
Listening to an interesting interview on the radio coming in, a story about the designated hitter, and it was on ESPN radio, 1090 here, our Padre radio flagship station, about the DH in the National League and how close it came to being invoked in the National League. Actually, they thought they had enough votes for it, and because the Philadelphia Phillies owner was out fishing with his goddaughter or granddaughter, they couldn't get to him. He would have voted for it, but didn't want to be bothered by any phone call while he was fishing. And so they abstained, and that's as good as a negative vote. And that was back in 1980, 81, 82. So it was that close to, heaven forbid, the National League using the DH. Better game over on this side.
Was that Mr. Giles? Was he the owner?
Giles was I think the general manager. Carpenter, Mr. Carpenter was the owner. Carlos Quinton leads the team in home runs with 11. Accounted for a run on Friday night with a double. Homered against Colorado in this homestand. Oh, is that young lad a happy one? Look at that big league ball. 0-2. Pitch out. Don't see many of those with Headley at first base.
Change up right here.
Reaches out and the fly ball to left, not very deep. Long run for Tanaka. And the Padres are gone in the first. Giants won. San Diego nothing. On to the second.
going to help you get to know tonight's starting catcher, Rene Rivera, just a little bit better. 3 things you have to know about the guy teaming up with Edinson Volquez tonight for the 2nd time this season with the Padres. His number 1 hobby, loves to cook, and his favorite meal, guys, steak, rice, and beans. He says his mother makes it best, don't they always? And favorite player, Ivan Rodriguez, a big fan of Pudge.
Yeah, a lot of young catchers growing up. That was a pretty good idol to have. I think he's going to make it to the Hall of Fame. Rivera handling Edinson Volquez. 1-0 Giants, top of the 2nd. Brandon Belt leads it off. And the count 2-0 on Belt. Strikes out more than any Giant. Hit some big hits, 9 home runs. (3-0). With owner Ron Fowler, co-owner Peter Seidler going over the hitters. Lots to think about and talk about for management. Is disappointed, of course, as few Padre fans that San Diego's lost 13 of the last 14.
Well, like you said, Dick, it starts tonight, right? Let's try to start that streak tonight, and all on the shoulders of Edinson Volquez. Hopefully, he can take him deep into this game.
3-1, and he challenged him with a fastball.
And that's a good sign. Fastball count, going right after him with the 93-mile-an-hour fastball up. He's coming right after him, and sometimes that attitude you have to really appreciate. I like it. Challenge these hitters. Don't give them too much credit. Last 3 pitches, first 3 I should say, up in the zone. See if he can throw a nice 2-seamer away here.
Ground ball swept to 2nd. Nice backhanded play by Jerko to get Belt.
Well, he hit the ball hard, but it was down and away. Belt tried to pull it, and Jed Jerko made a nice play. Hey, we talk about the groin injury to Jerko. Well, that's a pretty good test. Talked to Jed yesterday. He goes, moving to his left, moving to his right, no problem. Short spurts, right? Well, that ball hit sharply to his right. Got to start quickly, and no problem for the Padres second baseman.
Kensuke Tanaka, 6 for 15 since being called up. 4 games. Good speed. Bunted for a base hit in the series.
Love that. Pitching him in. I said it last night. I'll say it again. I think a pitcher like Volquez, who's got the 93 to 95 mile an hour fastball, you pitch him in, you can knock the bat right out of his hands. And you know what? If you pitch him high in the strike zone, that's fine.
Curveball inside and low.
Doesn't have a lot of power. So up and away. Hey, give him left field. And then when you look at the outfield, that is the way that they are playing him.
Went way over near the line. Amarista playing him like a pull right-handed hitter in left center. Struck him out. Went after a pitch low and inside. 3 strikeouts now for Volquez. He used the changeup to get the job done there.
Body going forward, couldn't keep the hands back, and Tanaka swings right over the top of this changeup. Good arm action and a nice pick by Rene Rivera. Sneak inside the glove. The changeup grip. Look at the motion. Same as the fastball. Good leg kick up top. Fire it. Fire those hips. Work that cheek leg.
Brandon Crawford, the hitter. Curveball hangs outside.
See him slope his arm on that pitch.
Crawford with 3 hits last night and a walk. A couple of doubles, single and a walk. He had a single and 4 at-bats on Friday night. Pretty good number 8 hitter.
Not a bad seat.
See the sun reflecting off the glass there in that apartment set. 2-1. Edmondson with 20 pitches in the first inning, now 13 in the second. And the count levels at 2-2.
Nick Hundley got the night off talking with pitching coach Darren Balsley. Nice.
Ruck came out, so 2 strikeouts in the first and 2 more here in the second for Volquez as he retires the side in order. Yonder Alonso will be up first in the bottom of the second. For the 1-0 lead, Yonder Alonso, Jed Jerko, and then Will Venable against Tim Lincecum. Takes high, ball 1. Was leading the team in RBIs with 29 when injured, and so he's been out for 5 weeks. And still only 4 off the club lead in runs batted in, 33 for Kyle Blanks. Kyle on the 15-day disabled list with that sore Achilles. Placed on the DL yesterday. High drive, center field. That's chasing Blanco back and makes the catch, a step on the warning pad.
Well, it's time for our AT&T Twitter poll question. Here it is. Which of these all-star memories is your favorite? 1999 at Boston's Fenway Park, honoring the great Ted Williams. At Seattle, Cal Ripken Jr., homers, goes back to play shortstop. 1934 at the Polo Grounds, Carl Hubble strikes out 5. We'll get to that in a little bit. And number 4, 1983 off Atlee Hammaker. The only grand slam in all-star game history at Old Comiskey Park in Chicago. So
Brad Lim.
Yeah, remember 2013 Major League Baseball All-Star game coming to you from New York City, July 16th, coming up quickly. Get your All-Star fix right here on Fox. And there's the representative for the Padres, Everett Cabrera.
That game at 4:30 here at West Coast time on Tuesday night. Jerko, the batter. There's that splitter. 1-2. Rough night last night for Jerko. He started with a ground out and 2 strikeouts. Then he hit the ball hard, lined it to short.
Yeah, even Buddy kind of mixing it up down by the bench. He's at a different perch. Usually he's more towards home plate. Now he's on the first base side of the steps.
Oh, hits Jerko. That was a off-speed breaking ball, and Jerko's aboard with one out. Second base runners. Headley walked in the first inning. Will Venable, 10 home runs. Most of those right here. Pounds that foul.
Well, let's see if Tim Lincecum out of the stretch with that run on first base still elects to go the off-speed stuff. Remember the fastball, sometimes he'll just show it.
Off speed, and he fooled Venable with that breaking ball.
No curveball.
8 of the 10 home runs hit here at Petco for Venable. And the thinking was that in their studies prior to moving the fences in and right, that the one player that would benefit most would be Venable because he had more balls caught up against the wall or on the warning track, now part of the jack deck, than any other Padre. Swing and a miss. First strikeout for Venable. Well, you go back to one of the great all-star performances, King Carl Hubble striking out Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig and Jimmy Fox and Al Simmons. Who am I living out there, Mark?
I think, was it, correct me if I'm wrong, was Joe Cronin one of the strikeouts?
I think Cronin was, but that was 5 in a row, and it was just amazing, which is the all-star memory. All of you thought Ted Williams had emotional appearance at Fenway Park.
And I think, did you mention Jimmy Fox?
Yes, I did.
You did. Is that Jimmy Fox double X?
Double X.
So early
the
voting.
Screwball. That's when we first heard about the screwball.
Yep.
Left-hander turning that wrist and making the ball not curve the normal way, but the opposite way, curving away from a right-handed batter.
Early votes are in 100% for the Ted Williams tribute when he was honored at Fenway Park. That was something. That was really special.
When they brought him in the wheelchair from center field, Tony Gwynn right there at his side. Even though he couldn't see very well, he still his pitch was right there in the strike zone. All the players huddled around him on the mound. Rene Rivera. He went around 0-2 the count. There he is being brought in from center field. Tony Gwynn then went out to his side as he and Ted developed a very close friendship as he would return to San Diego. It's the greatest catch I've ever seen in baseball. In all the games I've seen, it was not in a ballpark. It was in Larry Lucchino's home. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We'll detail that story when we come back. 2 strikeouts for Lincecum. It's 1-0 San Francisco. racing season begins this coming Wednesday, opening day at beautiful Del Mar, where the turf meets the surf, and Fox Sports San Diego will be there 12:30 noon with all the color and pageantry of opening day, one of the exciting days in all of thoroughbred racing at Del Mar. Be with us here on Fox Sports San Diego.
They call those outfits the silks, right?
Yeah,
What the jockeys wear?
Yes, the silks.
Very cool.
Dave Winfield in the audience again tonight. Tim Lincecum bats left-handed as he leads off the third inning. Has a couple of hits and 32 at-bats this year. Volquez with 4 strikeouts in the first 2 innings. So there was a party at Larry Lucchino's home to honor Ted Williams, who was in town, and I was fortunate to be one of those invited. This is, I'm guessing 10, 12 years ago.
I'm still waiting for that invitation, but go ahead.
And I'd have to go to Boston now. But after just the chit chat and the hour of libations, there were 2 stools with no backs on, 2 high stools, and then Tony Gwynn and Ted Williams sat on the stools while they talked baseball and we asked questions. It was just fabulous.
Oh, that's awesome.
But Ted had already had a stroke or 2, and his balance wasn't very good. And Ted really, when he got going talking about hitting, he was waving his right hand and his left hand, and he lost his balance and he started to fall over backwards on the chair. Tony Gwynn goes behind him, made the catch.
Leave it to the Gold Glover.
Greatest catch I've ever seen.
That's great.
Caught Ted Williams before he hit the deck. Lincecum just did go foul. Headley.
He chased a sigh of relief.
Would have been a tough play. Almost as good as a bunt, but a kick foul in the final bounce. It was hugging that line like it didn't want to go foul.
Yep. As soon as that ball is foul, you're playing first or third base. Kick it, touch it, dead ball.
Lincecum making Volquez work. Now a full count.
Well, he had him 0-2, now a full count. Hopefully he can put him away right here.
Only 2 hits all season and 32 trips. 2-hopper to Jerko with the first out. Well, we have a chance of the young lady that sang the national anthem tonight. A rousing standing ovation. Just 15 years of age from Otay Ranch High School. Maya Mendez out there in Chula Vista, and she just, what a lovely rendition. Just 15. Beautiful voice. Well done. Thanks for being here.
She did a great job.
Leadoff hitter Gregor Blanco took a 3rd strike the first time. Breaking ball misses.
So there's that curveball from Volquez. He really needs to get that early strike, one of the first 2 pitches, and then he can go to that type of curveball with 2 strikes. Mark Sweeney and I were talking about that before the game. You know, if you throw it early for a strike, you've got it in the back of your mind, and you see it, you have to swing at it.
Fastball strike. So that graphic how Blanco is worn out Padre pitching in 9 games this year, hitting .452. Giants have added an outfielder. Familiar name. There's a run up, and Volquez there to snare it. One of those running bunt tries by Blanco doesn't work. 2 away. Giants have purchased the contract of Jeff Francoeur, who was released by Kansas City, was hitting only .208. Veteran right-handed hitter, 9 years of experience, and a good hitter against left-handed pitching, career-wise, hitting .287 against left-handers. So he'll play left field. He'll be platoon with Tanaka. He joined the club today, activated today. Francoeur.
You know, the track record for Jeff Francoeur, when he has made the change, he's done pretty well with his new club.
Yeah,
so
that first year.
Yeah.
Braves, Mets, Rangers, Kansas City, and now he's a Giant.
They call him Frenchie.
Wonder why.
Hey, you know, Dick, you look over the course of the last time, 2 times, there's Jeff next to Matt Cain. Matt Cain on the right. You know, in 2010 for the Giants, it was Cody Ross. And then Marco Scudero last year that helped the Giants win it all. So, Giants, another addition to hopefully boost that offense.
Scudero takes a strike, 1-1. He grounded to short his first time. They also have activated pitcher Santiago Casilla, who is on the DL. He's been out since May 20th with an operation on a knee cyst. Fly ball, shallow left center. Amarista calls off Quinton. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Edinson Volquez. Middle of the third, 1-0 Giants.
Tomorrow here at Petco Park, it's U.S. Army Appreciation Day presented by USAA. Enjoy a special pregame ceremony honoring the men and women who serve in the United States Army before the Padres take the field against these Giants. First pitch is at 1:10. Get your tickets tonight. Padres.com or get on the horn, 619-795-5555. Come on out to the good old ball yard tomorrow and say thank you for the men and women who serve in the U.S. Army.
Eric Stoltz will be on the mound for the Padres for the game tomorrow against Barry Zito. Zito's big charity is for military troops. Strikeouts for troops, helping the military wounded. You know, that's called a Navy town, justifiably San Diego, but talked with a Army officer who does a lot of recruiting. More San Diegan young men and women are enlisted in the Army here than the Navy. Be a lot of Army folks out here tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you. Swing and a miss by Volquez. 3 pitches and he is gone. 3 strikeouts in a row now for Lincecum. He got Venable and Rivera to close out the second.
Well, Mark Sweeney joins us down by the Padres dugout, and it's always a pleasure to talk to the left-handed pinch hitter extraordinaire.
Oh, thank you, Mud.
Hey, the off-speed stuff of Lincecum, what do you think?
Yeah, and you know what? He's been known as a power pitcher when he came into the league, but it's also his off-speed stuff. His breaking ball looks very good tonight, and that split change that he throws, always difficult. You want to try to stay off that as much as possible.
So we might see him swinging early if they get a fastball around the plate?
You have to look for the ball in the middle of the plate.
Got it.
Sounds pretty simple, but
yeah,
when he works on the edges, the movement takes it off the plate, and that's what you have to do. You have to try to get in so many hitters counts. Tonight he looks like he has good command of his breaking stuff.
Look at Cabrera, the infield, respecting his speed and possible bunt. Sandoval's in on the grass at third, and Beld is just off the grass at first. So that opens up some holes. He showed bunt, whether he had any intent to try to bunt or not. Look at that. Now he's got some extra avenues to hit through if he's not bunting. But San Francisco has decided to take that play away. Takes a strike. 1-2.
It's also amazing, Mark Sweeney, how Tim Lincecum, we talked about it earlier, how he doesn't throw as hard as he used to. So he's got to kind of reinvent himself.
Yeah, he does. He has to reinvent himself because the fastball velocity has definitely dipped down. We've always mentioned that. But when you don't have that fastball velocity, then that changeup definitely comes in. You always had to cheat on that fastball if you were a hitter. Made that changeup devastating.
He went around, and that's 4 in a row strikeouts. He's got the Padres fishing. They're really off balance with against Lincecum here.
That was that split change we're talking about.
Final few minutes of twilight. Alexi Amarista. There's that splitter.
And that's a field pitch, guys. You know, if a pitcher kind of struggles early, then he'll have to go to the fastball. But it looks like Lincecum has the good feel for that, and that could spell trouble.
Then he sneaks the fastball over at 90.
Did you see the location on that one? Pinpoint control in the outside corner. Up a little bit, but right on the outside corner.
Out of play.
Oh.
Nice play. That fan one-handed. I think it hit the railing and bounced right to him. Big San Diego t-shirt. That's how we Padre fans play it for a souvenir. Never losing grip of his frost brewed Coors.
Guy's rocking the 16-ouncer.
Swing and a miss. Strikes out the side. 5 consecutive strikeouts for Lincecum. Oh my. By Farmers Insurance. Contact your local agent, 888-96-FARMERS. And by GMC. We are professional grade. 3 innings in the books. Padres trailing the Giants 1-0, and Tim Lincecum, striking out 5 consecutive batters, has not allowed a hit through 3. Buster Posey has one of the 2 hits for the Giants, an infield hit in the first inning, and came home on Pablo Sandoval's double all the way to the screen in right center field. Breaking ball for strike 2. In the dirt.
A good block by Rivera. Have to do that with 2 strikes. Not going to get Buster Posey, to swing at too many bad pitches like that one. But you got to go down there.
Remember earlier in this homestand, we got to meet Hunter Renfroe, the #1 draft pick of the Padres. Came up to visit us during our telecast, and on his way to Eugene. Update on him. He played his first game up at Eugene 2 nights ago, went 2 for 4 with a walk. Last night was 2 for 3 with a walk, so he started 4 for 7. A couple of walks for Hunter Renfroe. He's hitting 3rd in the lineup, playing right field for Eugene.
He's got a heck of an arm as well.
2-2 to Posey. Foul back. Well, here's a man who has realized all of his baseball talent as a young player. Florida State #1 draft pick, all-star. I mean, he just is in the top 10 in almost every category of hitting in the National League. 2-2. And he hits that one deep to left field. Quinton deep into the corner and can't get there. It bounces over the screen up against the bricks for a ground rule double. Posey with another hit.
That was a changeup, and Rivera set up a wave. And Buster Posey, he keeps his hands back, and Mark Sweeney could chime in on this one. Even though it looked like he was fooled a little bit, still smooth with the swing on the badly located changeup.
Yeah, Mark, it looked like he got fooled by that pitch, and he kept his barrel through the baseball. And how he did that, his lower half is working through the baseball, but keeping that barrel and controlling the barrel throughout the swing, very impressive.
27th double for Posey. He's 4th in the National League in 2 base hits. And here's Sandoval. His double knocked in Posey for the game's only run.
Well, guys, let's take a look at Buster Posey's swing, and he's a little bit out front, but take a look at how his lower half and that drive of his legs enables that barrel to stay through the baseball. That's the impressive part. He can handle all quadrants of the strike zone, but also when he gets fooled, he can handle the barrel of the bat as well.
I made a comment earlier, Mark, that's about as nice a right-handed swing as you'll see in the National League.
Yeah, that almost like the Edgar Martinez type of swing. We can keep that barrel through. The ex-Seattle Mariner that Mark Grant knows about.
That's a good call, Mark. Yeah, very, very nice. I remember watching Edgar. Very nice looking swing from the right side. Good comparison.
Good job by Pablo with runners in scoring position this year. Change up. Sandoval just kicks the ball away.
Well, they travel well, the Giants.
Reminds me that our world famous San Diego Zoo, they have a fantastic panda.
Oh, panda watch.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So you folks that are here from out of town, that's a must see.
Yeah, Ron Burgundy's on the story.
That's right. 1-2 to Sandoval. You know, we're blessed with a lot of bamboo here in Southern California, but They actually go out and harvest the very best for their pandas. You know, a chance to see some of the feeding over there.
Oh yeah, nothing like a good piece of bamboo.
Oh my! Talking a little chocolate sauce on the side.
Look at the first 3 pitches down in the zone from Edson Volquez. Not chasing on that one, up and away. Although we've seen Sandoval swing at those pitches out of the zone.
Look at the high pitch count. Volquez, Rivera joining Cabrera on the mound. 58 pitches to get 9 outs.
Edson probably using a sequence of pitches. You know, some guys will go first sign after 2 with that runner on second base. As you take a look at the breakdown of the 58 pitches thrown by Edson.
Deep to center, and Marista back and can't get there. Plays it off the wall. Posey around third. He's going to be held there by Flannery as the relay comes in. Boy, fast fielding by Amarista to be able to go for the ball. Didn't quite catch it. Wheels and catches the carom off the center field wall and gets it in quickly enough that Posey, who had to play it safe, could make it only to third on another double by Sandoval.
Oh. Curveball down, and you can tell by the sound of the ball off that bat from our vantage point. I thought that ball had a chance to get a little farther, but Alexi Amarista just misses it.
That's where his parents shortchanged him. Another 5-6 inches, he catches that ball.
And with the way he was playing it, you know, Buster Posey, he's got to hold up. If he catches that ball, he's got to retreat back to second base.
So second and third on back-to-back doubles, no one out, and here's Hunter Pence. Waves at that breaking ball outside.
Pretty straight away in the outfield for Pence. Right up the gut is Alexi Amarista. You can draw a line straight up there.
As you can see, infield back, they'll give up a run for an out. The 2 men in scoring position. That's the play. That'll get the run in. Jerko throws out Pence. It's 2-0 as Posey scores. Second time he scored tonight. Pence with his 44th RBI. And Sandoval goes to third with 1 out. They can add another run.
Well, Mark Sweeney, that's a perfect example of Hunter Pence just kind of playing pepper and putting the ball in play, not trying to do too much.
Yeah, doing a good job on a good pitch by Edison Volquez. That slow breaking ball, that's what you're usually going to have to pull to the left side, but he does a nice job staying inside it up the middle of the diamond, advancing both runners.
Brandon Belt, now the infield will come in. Because Sandoval has just average speed at third. Second baseman, as you can see, Jerko a little deeper as his first baseman Alonso on the right side at the pull side, figuring if they get a ball hit sharply, they can throw to the plate and nail Pablo. Two and 0, first base open. Tanaka on deck. Hit the ball hard first time. Jerko able to make a backhanded stop and throw him out. Good pitch on the inside corner.
Yeah, I love that two-seam fastball that comes back in over the plate. Kind of straightens up the left-handed hitters like Brandon Belt. To see Edson Volquez maybe do more of that. It's really a tough pitch to keep fair if you swing at it. Try to put it in play. He
went around 2-2. Mike Winters there at third to make the call.
And that's what that inside fastball will do. It'll keep you from that cheating part. And as you can see, Brandon Belt going on that check swing. It's that fastball inside. It makes you aware that he'll go back in there.
Hit well, high and deep to right field, to the wall and into the sand pit. A home run for Belt. 2 more Giants runs as Belt does just that. Belt's his 10th homer of the year. Well, the Giant bats have been quiet for a month. Somebody rang the alarm clock on him here in San Diego.
And not enough. That's on the inner third. And like Mark Sweeney was saying, he was aware of that pitch. And Mark, it's fair to say sometimes hitters kind of guess areas. It looked like Belt may have been guessing that pitch on the inner half. 2-2 fastball, just didn't get it in enough.
Well, the Padres with another uphill climb in this game, trailing 4 early. 2 doubles, Posey and Sandoval, and a 2-run homer for Brandon Belt. Only 1 out here in the 4th. Tanaka the batter. One and one curveball. And as you heard, lots of cheering for Belt. San Francisco fans have come down in droves. Only those that live down in Southern California, but many who have flown down for the weekend series. Quite a contingent on that third base side. 414 feet, the Belt home run measured. Lots of orange and black down there beyond the third base dugout. Ground ball to Jerko. And Tanaka is out. 2 gone. Brings up Crawford. He struck out the first at bat in the second. So Mark Sweeney still down there. Dave Winfield, we saw him earlier, the Hall of Famer, Padre vice president, during spring training. We're talking about how you judge talent from young, promising, or not so promising to Hall of Fame quality. And he broke it down into 4 basic categories, which I found really interesting. First category are those players that are, or potential players that are unconscious incompetence and incompetent.
Well, basically, Dick, what he really wants is how much you can understand the type of the game.
And then there's conscious and incompetent. You know you're not good. Then you're conscious and competent. And then you're unconsciously competent. Those are the Willie Mays and Hank Aaron. You're so good you unconsciously get the job done. Talk about more of that later. 4-0 Giants. hits, and all 5 hits for extra bases. Well, one infield hit Posey, 3 doubles, and then the 2-run homer by Belt. So he's in double figures in the home run column. And Tim Lincecum has allowed a walk and a hit batsman. That's been it. Striking out 5, all 5 in a row, as Headley will try to break that string and looks at that curveball for a strike.
Well, it's a tough hole to dig out of, especially with the way Tim Lincecum has been pitching the first 3 innings here. He's really got that off-speed stuff working for him.
0-2.
First pitch curveball for a strike. Second pitch slider for a strike. Although that last pitch could have been one of those
splitters.
Yeah, it had that action of a slider.
Lincecum working quickly, 1-2.
Wow.
6 in a row.
You talk about a 12-6 curveball. Tim Lincecum has got it working to Chase Headley. From nose to toes. Getting on top, getting that 12-6 rotation. And Mark Sweeney, does anything change from a philosophy standpoint?
Yeah, Mark, there's 2 things you can do. You can shift the field and look for that breaking ball. And you can. There's also hitters that will sit on breaking ball. I always talk about hitting off the fastball. All I tried to do is shift the field and try to hit to the opposite field. Didn't mean I was going to hit it there, but it mean I stayed on the baseball.
Went way out in front, and he drills that one into the upper tier. Way foul.
But just to finish that thought, though, Mark, a lot of the hitters that I was around did sit breaking ball. And you look at your second at bat and the adjustments you make. You have to make adjustments because his breaking ball, he's throwing it for strikes and he's throwing his changeup for strikes.
Well, look at that first pitch there.
Finally, a ball in fair territory, and Sandoval throws out Quinton. That ends the string of strikeouts, at least. And there's 2 away here in the 4th. I'm going to go back again to that whole Dave Winfield stages of talent. Unconscious incompetence means there's the players that they're not any good and they don't know any better.
Right.
You know, they don't know they're not any good. Known a few of those. I'd probably fit in that category. Then the second is consciously incompetent. You know you're not very good, but you know that, and you can try to make yourself better. You know, scratch it out. Maybe you can make the team. Then there's the conscious competence. You know you're good, but you're still working on it, and you are good, better than the other. And then there's the unconscious competence. That just the guys that go out there. This game's so easy.
That's right.
And I think Buster Posey fits into that category. He just is. It doesn't seem to be any extra effort. He just, everything he does is almost unconsciously good, competent. I thought that was a nice way of breaking down the 4 stages of possible talent.
And a guy, well, any baseball player should know that this is a game of failure. I mean, we all know that. But if Buster Posey's in one of those situations where he does strike out or doesn't move the runner, he's so confident he says, okay, didn't do it that time, I'm going to do it the next time.
Yeah, guys, so many hitters that have built up a resume in baseball. They understand even if they start off and they're not feeling good, they know the numbers are going to be there at the end of the year. So that's the confidence that they draw upon.
So where would you put yourself in that list? Consciously competent?
Well, incompetent, obviously. I'm going to start with that. No, you know, I constantly looked at improving every single day, and that was a motivation of staying in a major league uniform. Very difficult, and you know, it's one of those things that you constantly think, hey, I can always get better because this game brings that mentality into you.
And that saying you're consciously incompetent is not a bad thing. I mean, it means that you know your limitations, and as Mark is saying, you try to improve on that, get better. Maybe you're not as fast or strong and naturally gifted as another player, but you can still be good enough to make it to the big leagues. And you think of a guy like David Eckstein, might fit in that category. Ground ball, just foul, almost hit the bag.
Oh, Alonso showing that has the idea of using the whole field. Foul balls down the left field line, pulling that one just foul.
Padres still looking for their first hit with 2 outs in the 4th. Lincecum masterfully holding them in check. A walk and a hit batsman. That's been it. Another foul. Some good swings by Alonso in this at-bat. I think probably in that category, the consciously competent. You know it. You're competent, but you don't try to get better. That almost becomes a lesser value than the.
Maybe that would fall under stubborn, being kind of stubborn, right?
Yeah. Not taking full advantage of your talent. Oh! Alonso goes one way, Posey the other, and Lincecum has another strikeout. That's 7 for Lincecum. Through 4, the Giants by 4. Hard fact brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. Volquez had allowed just 7 home runs coming into this game. In the first 12 starts this season, then the last 7 starts, only 1 home run for a total of 8 on the season. Brandon Belt touched him up tonight, but he's not been guilty of throwing the home run ball. It's been the bases on balls, although tonight he has not walked a man.
I think sometimes Edinson Volquez can be a little bit effectively wild, so therefore hitters aren't really digging in there. And when you're effectively wild, you might throw some pitches off the plate, and then all of a sudden that one right down the middle kind of surprises you a little bit, and you don't connect with it.
Lincecum worked the count to 3-2 his first time and grounded out to second. 1 ball, 1 strike. In their player moves today, signing Francoeur and activating reliever Casilla, the Giants sent Nick Noonan, young infielder from Francis Parker High School here in San Diego, back to Fresno. And Gene Machi, who pitched last night, also back to Fresno. Two and two. Volquez talking to himself, not happy with that last pitch.
And that's not a good sign. You got to wipe that from the hard drive and think about the next pitch.
Sometimes that ball just doesn't want to go where you want it to go. And now another 3-2 count.
I remember a coach telling me, if you are struggling, and this was hard for me to do because I was my own worst enemy. If you threw a bad pitch, act like that's where you wanted to throw it, just to not give the hitter the idea that you're upset.
And he walks Lincecum. Leadoff walk. The first walk of the game, but That's a double error for a pitcher. Walk the leadoff man who's a pitcher.
You know, Mark, such a good point. And adding to that, from the hitter's perspective, Ozzie Smith told me, he said, if you don't feel it in the batter's box, you have to fake it. You can't give that impression that you're down, that you missed a pitch that you should have hit. And I thought that was such a huge, great piece of advice from a veteran guy that definitely had to do that.
Yeah, kind of dance right back into the batter's box like, boy, I can't wait for another one of those. Blanco struck out and was thrown out by Volquez trying to bunt his way on.
Now, obviously, that philosophy does not, you know, what happened with Lincecum, you know, the ball four falling behind. That's, I'm talking about like in a situation where you have a good hitter up and maybe you bounce a ball and that's not where you want it. Hey, act like that's where you wanted to throw it.
Oh, speed, changeup. Yeah, you have to be somewhat of a poker face pitcher, don't you? Kind of thing. Everything's fine. I got it.
They're the best. I've mentioned it 100 times. Was Trevor Hoffman. He never once threw his glove, kicked the rosin back, kicked the dirt,
shook his head. What's wrong here?
Exactly. Where was that pitch? I mean, Mark Sweeney saw it more than I did. He was a teammate of Trevor's, and man, he was the best at that.
I thought that was the greatest example that you could possibly have for dealing with every situation, whether you're successful or you were failing.
Volquez strikes out Blanco. That's his 5th tonight. One out to Marco Scudero. Night has fallen. And Scudero grounded out and flied out while there still was daylight. Now he's hitting under the neons, and we'll see what happens. Third best in the National League at night. The other category on Scudero and why such a good hit and run man, we were talking about that. Good bat control. He's the 2nd toughest guy to strike out in the league.
Yeah.
Aoki at Milwaukee, the very toughest, but you know, that's highly complimentary. You just don't strike out, you don't hurt your team, you're going to put the ball in play. One out. Pitcher Lincecum at first. Volquez trying to slam the door on the Giants. They already have a 4-run advantage. Outside corner.
Hey, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants, trying to get him to his seat. He's going to have to go at a different angle. Hey, where's Patrick the Starfish?
Oh, he's here.
Love SpongeBob. Big fan.
Struck him out. Well, we just talked about how tough it is to fan Scudero, 2nd toughest in the league, and Volquez had a little adrenaline on that fastball.
Wants it down and away. It leaks up and in, and Scudero swings and misses.
Half a dozen strikeouts for Volquez as he's trying to match Lincecum, who has 7. SpongeBob, is he right or left-handed?
I think he's a righty.
Posey, 2 runs scored, infield hit and a double. The partnership with Posey and Sandoval, 4 for 4 tonight. 3 of the 4 doubles. It's interesting how Posey, Mark Sweeney, before he really gets ready to swing the bat in his preliminary, he lets the bat almost drag behind him, almost pointing on behind his back. And you think, well, how's he going to get it back up there in time for hitting positions? He's way back there, but he gets it ready right there.
Yeah, Dick, and if you watch him mechanically, he has all kinds of movements. He has the leg kick, but he also keeps his head in position. He doesn't move his head too many times, but he's in perfect balance when he does that, much like Joey Votto does from the left side.
Well, that's a nice comparison. Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. It's like a ballet dancer. Just everything is smooth, graceful, productive. Foul sad off Rivera.
Good movement on that two-seamer.
Oh, good to see Edison Volquez getting back into that rhythm. It looks like even though he's been missing some location, you can see the velocity's back. He's got a little bit of fight in him, but also that movement, Mark, from down here near the dugout.
If he keeps that two-seamer down in the zone, he's going to have some success. Down and away here. Maybe a slider, off-speed pitch to Posey. I'm guessing down and away. There it is.
Posey stays alive. Hits it hard again, right through the 5.5 hole. 3 for 3. Posey tonight. That moves Lincecum to second. What a talent.
I think Edson missed one location there. That one links in the middle part of the plate, middle in. He wanted that one down and away like the previous pitch that he fouled off.
So 2 on for Pablo Sandoval. About Posey, he's got many good years ahead, one would think. 26 years of age. 26. All-star indeed. Sandoval, a pair of doubles, knocked in a run and scored after doubling in the 4th inning. Knocked in the first run, Posey, and then his double with Posey on second moved Posey only to third because of the quick fielding by Amarista. They both scored. One on the ground out, Pence, and the other on Belt's 2-run homer. Well, maybe Lincecum having to spend the entire inning on base. Take a little out of him. He's at second, Posey at first. Well, that hidden ball trick last night, Sandoval was going to be the victim. Cabrera thought he got him, but we learn now that Sandoval had called timeout. Cabrera said he didn't know he had. Wouldn't have counted anyway because O'Sullivan was on the pitching surface, the dirt surface. Have to be on the grass. But long time since someone's tried it, and for a moment Cabrera thought he'd pulled it off.
Oh, 3rd or 4th time now that they've had to have a meeting there. Not a good rhythm established.
Well, Zach Greinke had a big game tonight. I think he went all 9 innings, complete game shutout, 1-0 against Colorado as the Dodgers win again. Milwaukee is leading Arizona tonight. Someone said about 3 weeks ago, wouldn't it be something if the Dodgers went from last place to first by the All-Star break, and everyone laughed heartily?
I remember we had that discussion a few weeks ago, and they've just always been a team that were kind of always a concern of mine. Of getting back in that race.
They've won 18 of 22.
Wow. That'll move you up in the standings.
2-1 to Pablo. Couple of hits last night. double and a single. 2 doubles tonight. 2 men on, 2 out. Whoa, right back through the middle. Hit second base on the way out to center fielder Amarista. They'll hold Lincecum. And the bases are loaded. What a smash by Sandoval. So Posey and Sandoval, 6 for 6 between them. Send him to a higher league. Posey out to talk with Volquez.
Just catching too much of the plate and elevated.
Driving the ball.
And as Mark Sweeney always talks about, keeping the hands back and driving with those legs. Look at the stiff front leg there, generating that power. A hitter who definitely uses the whole field, no doubt about that.
So a walk, leadoff walk to pitcher Lincecum, and a couple of singles. Posey and Sandoval have loaded him up with 2 outs here in the 5th. Volquez and the Padres can ill afford to see more runs scored. They're down 4-0 here in the 5th already. Fortunate they didn't score there. Hit so hard, and Amarista, playing it like an infielder, got the ball in quickly enough that Flannery put up the stop sign for Lincecum. Wild wave, Pence. He's knocked in a run with a ground out. He also struck out. Just about what he hits for the season, around 270, and that's what he has logged with the bases loaded. Hitting 262 at the start tonight overall. Lincecum, Posey, Sandoval. Giants with the bags full. And Volquez approaching the 100 pitch mark. Change up.
Nothing but soft stuff. First pitch breaking ball, second pitch breaking ball down and away, and now the changeup.
Trying to keep the ball away. And so go out there to swing at pitches off the plate outside. High drive to right center field, and that's going all the way to the wall. 1 run, 2 runs. Here comes Sandoval. The bases loaded, triple for Pence at 7-0. Didn't get it away that time. He grooved it, and Pence hammers a bases loaded triple. He has 4 runs batted in tonight.
Yeah, he wanted this breaking ball down and away. See that contact down the middle, and Pence takes it the opposite way.
As you can see from that swing, Mark, that lower half is working. Actually, that breaking ball, he could have pulled it or gone the other way in perfect position to hit that mistake.
Well, a 10-1 beating taken by the Padres last night, and now 7-0 tonight. As the Giants, in the 3 games of this series now, have outscored the Padres 21-3. First hit for Pence tonight. It's a big one. He washed them clean with that triple.
Yeah, once again, 100 pitches. Here with 2 outs into the 5th inning. Bud Black said before the game, he said, you know, we need a starter to go deep. With the way the bullpen's been used, and this might be one of those nights where, you know, we might have to go to a guy who might need a night off. So trying to stick with the starter and try to get this last out here in this 5th. And Tim Stauffer is up in the bullpen. Tim Stauffer is one of the guys that Bud said, hey, you know, we probably want to try to stay away from to give him a night off.
8 hits for the Giants tonight, Mark, and 5 of those extra bases, 3 doubles, a triple, and a home run. 2-run homer, 3-run triple for that man Pence. Still not out of the 5th inning. 2 outs, 2-2 to Belt, who hit a 2-run homer the last time up. They're the men that have done the damage. Posey and Sandoval, 3 for 3 each. They've scored 5 runs tonight. Another base hit. Pence scores 8-0. Three RBI night for Brandon Belt. 4-run inning. Padres caught this Giant team at the wrong time. They've been struggling to score runs for weeks. In fact, we're the lowest scoring team in July in the major leagues coming in for this series.
Well, the Giants are really capitalizing on some mistakes out of the hand of Volquez. He just hasn't made the adjustment of keeping the ball down to try to get a swing and a miss or get a grounder.
8th man to bat in the inning, Tanaka. After the leadoff walk, and it all started walking the pitcher to start the inning. And then it looked like Volquez was going to get out of the inning. He struck out Blanco, struck out Scudero, and he had 2 strikes on Posey. But Posey singled through the left side. Sandoval blasted one up the middle for a single. And then with the bases loaded, Pence cleaned him up with a triple to right center. And now Belt has singled in Pence. 4 runs score after 2 out. 8-0. These are the Giants that thrilled San Francisco with 2 World Series titles in the last 3 years. They started tonight 6.5 back. .42-50 beginning play tonight for Bruce Bochy's team. Jerko, and finally the inning comes to an end, but not until the Giants score 4 runs on 4 hits and build their lead to 8-0. Go Venable and Rivera for the Padres. Jed was hit by a pitch the first time. Lincecum, in contrast to the run and hit support, 8 runs, 9 hits supporting him, has not given the Padres a base hit. 2 base runners, a walk to Headley in the first, and Jerko hit by a pitch in the second. And Lincecum on a strikeout binge, 7 strikeouts.
Well, you really just like it when the wheels come off in a ball game. Last night it came off later, but in the early parts of this game, in the middle innings, the 5th, it's really tough to keep that concentration level up. Mark Sweeney, I know we've all been there before. Tough for everybody.
Yeah, all been there before, and mentally, individually, it is very difficult. Also, collectively, we talked about on the pregame show, you have to almost back off a little bit from the game. It makes it very difficult when things are just snowballing the wrong direction, Mark. But we have all been there, and they are going to change.
Another strikeout for Lincecum. He has 8. Will Venable struck out the first time. That was the start of a 5 straight run of strikeouts by Lincecum, as he then got Rivera and struck out the side in the 3rd inning and struck out Headley to start the 6th inning. Actually a 6 strikeout run. "13 outs, 8 of them strikeouts."
He's got that changeup working. He's working quickly. He has found a rhythm. That being Tim Lincecum.
Going back to the start, he has not won on the road since the first couple of weeks of the season in April. Losing his last 6 decisions. It'd be tough to convince somebody that that was the case if they just walked in, didn't know his record prior to tonight. Ground ball, belt. Lincecum covers. 2 away. Rene Rivera getting his first start since called up from Tucson. Struck out swinging the first time.
I'm sure Rene hasn't faced pitching like this in the AAA or AA or in his minor leagues past.
Well, if you've never faced Lincecum, it must be a nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no one that pitches quite like him. And he apparently has his very best stuff tonight. Fastball high. Now you think about why he was a Cy Young Award winner 2 years back to back. The stuff you see now, plus the fastball was 95, 96, not 90. Buckles the knees. 1-2. Just missed with a slider. Well, I guess that was just a running fastball. You can see the movement even on his fastball.
Just cut a little bit, a little cut fastball at 90.
And a ground ball to short. Crawford handles that with ease. Another 1-2-3 inning, and through 5 innings, Tim Lincecum has a no-hitter alive. What a 1-2 punch for the San Francisco Giants tonight. Buster Posey and Pablo Sandoval. 3 for 3. Posey scored 3 runs on 2 singles and a double. Sandoval 3 for 3. 2 doubles, scored twice and knocked in a run. Right in the middle of this 8-run gallop as the Giants have run out to an 8-0 lead. Tim Stauffer takes over in the 6th. So Volquez 5 innings, 8 runs, all earned, 9 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts.
So a rough one for Edson Volquez and a rough one last night for Tim Stauffer, who gets another chance as on the double switch. Logan Forsythe will go and play right field.
And he'll hit 9th and lead off the bottom half of the 6th inning. Put the pitcher in the 7th spot in the batting order.
Timmy pitched 2/3 of an inning last night, 3 hits, 3 runs, a couple of walks, and 2 strikeouts. So a chance for Tim Stauffer to bounce back and put a good inning or 2 up there on the board.
Brandon Crawford leads off, takes strike 1. Crawford, Lincecum, and Blanco in the top of the 6th inning. Final game of this series tomorrow at 1 o'clock, 12:30 here on Fox Sports San Diego. Eric Stoltz, Barry Zito. Stoltz has the only win on this homestand. He'll be going for victory number 8 tomorrow. A near sellout tonight here at Petco. Ground ball left side. Took a funny hop off the edge of the grass, but Cabrera stays with it. 1 away.
Good start for Tim Stauffer to get that feel and get a grounder for out number 1 here in the 6th.
Lincecum grounded out and worked Volquez for a leadoff walk in the last inning, and that set the table for the 4-run explosion. Big blow, the bases loaded triple. Hunter Pence. Doesn't take bad swings. It's surprising he has only 2 hits and 33 at bats so far this year. Take strike 3.
Hey, coming up this Tuesday, it's going to be awesome. The date, July 16th, baseball's greatest stars gather in the most exciting city in the world for the biggest event of the summer. Baseball's Midsummer Classic returns to New York with home field advantage for the World Series on the line. It's the 2013 Major League Baseball All-Star Game, live from New York City, Tuesday, only on Fox. 4:30 p.m. here on the West Coast, the best coast.
All-Star action Tuesday night. Well, Tuesday afternoon for us. Blanco, the leadoff man, with the bases empty, 2 out. He has struck out twice and was out trying to bunt against Volquez. All the run production activity from the middle of the lineup. Posey, Sandoval, Pence, and Belt. No one else in the lineup with a hit. But that doesn't matter when Posey gets 3 out of 3. Sandoval 3 for 3. Pence, a ground ball to drive in a run and a 3-run triple, and Belt a 2-run homer and an RBI single. All 9 hits in those 4 batters. Pablo feeling good. Ground ball, foul, shagged down by Alonso. Tim Flannery down at third. I really enjoyed the interview in the Padres live pregame show, and I liked what he said. If you honor the game will honor you. Now that says, and that's the passion and the way in which he embraces his love for the game. Stauffer, good inning. Retires the side in order with a couple of strikeouts. But it's 8-0 Giants. Oh, as we go to the freeze cam, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. Look at the action on this pitch to Headley.
That's the old 12-6 curveball, starting out the shoulders, ended up the shoe tops.
He has struck out everyone in the lineup except Carlos Quentin. A total of 8. He's walked 1, Headley, hit 1, Jerko, and that's been it. Forsythe in the double switch entered the game top half of the inning, batting for the first time. 9th in the order. And he quickly is down on the count 0-2. Cabrera and Amarista to follow in the 6th. 80 pitches, but Lincecum has gone 120 with relative ease in the past.
And the 8 strikeouts getting that pitch count up.
Stays alive. Good cut there by Forsythe. Swing and a miss, and Forsythe joins company. Another strikeout, number 9.
Playing with the high fastball in a little bit. If you look at over the course of the year, Lincecum has struck out as many as 11. That was the last time out against the Mets.
Yet didn't get a winning decision.
Yep.
Cabrera has grounded the first and struck out. Recent no-nos. Giant history. Matt Cain with the perfecto last year. Jonathan Sanchez against the Padres 4 years ago. And John Montefusco back against Atlanta in '76. A little early to talk no-hitter, but there has nothing but zeros up there for Lincecum so far. One and one to Cabrera. See, the season began on April 1st, right? His last road win was on April 3rd. Hard to believe. That was at Los Angeles against the Dodgers. He lost 2-1 here to the Padres April 26th. The 3-1 count. Hit me fastball for 3-2.
Right on the corner. Pitch number 5. Keeping it down, trying to keep it down and in and away. Fastball in.
Too high, and Cabrera becomes the third Padre base runner. Second walk. One out to Alexi Amarista. Alexi has flied to right and struck out. Inside corner.
Well, he's not pitching like a pitcher that's had a 4-game losing streak.
Well, this is the Lincecum that you just dreaded to see in years past.
And remember, we talked about it in our open about how pitchers like Volquez and Lincecum can turn it around. Just which one were you going to get tonight?
One off target to Amarista, 2-1. having to pitch from the stretch for the first time since the second inning. And the count levels at 2-2. Well, tomorrow, Barry Zito, Eric Stoltz, pair of left-handers. Stoltz 7-7, and Zito went to high school here in San Diego. University High is 4-6, but the last 7 starts for Zito, he's 0-3, 5.82 ERA. It was close. Cabrera was definitely leaning towards second base. Not a very big lead.
Well, got him in between steps.
Yeah.
See him shuffling them off there, and his feet were actually off the ground. Diving towards the outfield part of the bag. Nice snap tag there by Brandon Belt.
Once again, after walking Cabrera, now is gone 3-2 to Amarista. Chase Headley on deck. Runner goes. Strikeout Amarista. Safe. Cabrera. Number 33 for the National League leader in steals. Good throw by Posey. Just a little high, and Cabrera had his hand in the bag when he was tagged on the backside.
Oh, his right arm, left arm got caught underneath him. My goodness.
10 strikeouts now for Lincecum. And Headley with a chance to get the Padres on the board here. He's walked and struck out.
Well, that slide did not look normal going into second base.
No, that was really awkward. But he's okay, thank goodness. One and one. Ball at the top of the strike zone, but eagle eye Headley takes it for a ball. 1-1.
So back-to-back fastballs to Chase Headley here. See if he goes soft here with either that changeup or curveball.
Curveball, it gets away from Posey, and advancing to third is Cabrera. Good stop by Sandoval, or the Padres would get a run. He had to block that low throw from Posey. Wild pitch. So a walk, a steal, and a wild pitch. The Padres have their first man at third base.
Well, that was that changeup. It just creeps up the right wrist. Left wrist to the glove side of Buster Posey. I'm surprised he actually threw that ball.
So 2-1 to Headley. In the dirt again. This is the first 10 strikeout game for Lincecum, who has a ton of them in 2 years. And a walk, the second of the inning. Headley has walked twice tonight. 3 walks total from Lincecum. So first and third. Dave Righetti's going to go out, the pitching coach, and talk with Lincecum.
Probably just to calm him down a little bit. He's got an 8-run lead.
Last thing you want to do is put men on with a free ticket here.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
In case you're wondering, the all-time high in strikeouts for Lincecum, 15 back in 2009. His high this year was in his last outing, as Mark has already indicated, 11 strikeouts against the Mets. 10 tonight, as we have activity. Jeremy Affeldt, the left-hander, as Lincecum about to deliver his 100th pitch. Here's the only man he hasn't struck out, Quinton. Fly to left, grounded to third. Starts him with a curveball. A 24 pitch first inning when he walked Headley, and 22 here in this inning. A couple of walks and a couple of strikeouts. Strike two. And that was the splitter. Fans are starting to sense this could be something special tonight. Already is if you're a Giant fan with those 8 big runs up there, but the fact that Lincecum has not allowed a hit. One ball, 2 strikes. 102 pitches though, and he's not out of the 6th inning yet. Quinton with a chance. Get the Padres on the board. And right at the shortstop. Hit it on the nose. Crawford didn't have to move. Through 6. 8 runs, 9 hits Giants. No runs, no hits Padres.
From the Giants offense, Mark, has to be Tim Lincecum.
Yeah, and he struggled on the road previously, but he feels very comfortable on this mound. The last start in San Diego felt very comfortable, but tonight had a good changeup, good breaking ball early in the game.
Still has not allowed a hit, but it looks like his pitch count might bite him here shortly. When we see in the post-game show, we're going to talk all about his night, everything the Padres are able to do from this point forward. You're going to hear from the manager, Buddy Black, and we'll take you for a look around Major League Baseball, particularly what's going on in the West.
Things exciting as we approach the All-Star break. Chris DeNorfia goes in to play right field and will hit 9th. Tim Stauffer, 2nd inning. Scudero, Posey, and Sandoval scheduled. Well, this is the 13th of the month, and the Padres have lost 13 of 14. So number 13, DeNorfia in right field. Maybe that'll get the numbers swinging the other way. Chopper to third. Headley throws out Scudero. 1 out here in the 7th. 4 straight retired by Stauffer. And here they come. Posey, Sandoval, Pence, and Belt. They've done all the damage. Posey is 5 for 5. He last 2 times at bat last night he hit a double and a single and 4 RBIs, and he's opened with a single, a double, and a single tonight. So 5 hits in his last 5 at bats. Knocked in 5 runs last night. 1-1. And then he was given the night off the last couple of innings, and Quiros came in and he got a hit in that position. 2-1. And Lincecum already the 100 pitch mark, the most he's thrown this year in a game, 114. It's not likely that he could go 9 innings.
Well, like Mike Pomerantz said, the pitch count might bite him.
And the strikeouts, they all add up.
You know, and it's a long season. And the main thing in Bruce Bochy's mind is that he wants to get a win.
Well, he's got to win, it would appear.
Come on now.
Oh, you got the bloop and a blast and a blast and a bloop and a bloop and a blast.
Hey, you never know.
That's what old Harry Carey, how he used to work it. 3-2 to Posey. Oh, jumps off his bat, even the foul ball. Crowd tonight, a big house, 40,342. And 14,000 for the first 3 games. Drive to right center. DeNorfia gets there in time. They finally deny Posey. He hit it hard, but DeNorfia played it just right. Kelly Kroll. Kel, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, Yonder Alonso in his second game back feeling really comfortable out there at first base. And Buddy Black said even more than his offense was looking forward to having his defensive set back out on the field. And I asked Yonder today about that, and he said, you know, really, the hand obviously that was broken was my right one. So my glove hand, I was still able to take grounders and keep myself in sync when it came to that aspect of his game. So he's feeling really good out there, guys, on first.
Well, as much as you can feel good down 8-0, and his improvement on defense, we saw that right from the start of spring training. Every game he seemed to get better. And he certainly didn't lose any time with that fractured hand and keeping his defensive skills sharp. Sandoval, 3 for 3, pair of doubles and a single, scored 2, knocked in 1. And finally get Posey on a line shot to right center. Two and 1. Big day for a good pal of mine. Cliff Drysdale was inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame in Newport, Rhode Island. Great honor. Tina Hingis was one of the other inductees, but Drysdale, who was one of the original outstanding players that helped the game to go from amateur to professional, and out of South Africa, and had a chance to really we roomed together at Wimbledon.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
What a good guy! I think how lucky was I? Don Drysdale and Cliff Drysdale, 2 Drysdales. Swing and a miss, and Stauffer an impressive 2 innings, 6 up, 6 down. Padres come up in the 7th, looking for their first hit. brought to you by Sequan, real friendly and real close. By Pacifico Beer, discovered in Baja, imported by surfers. And by the Aramco Group, purchase, refinance, reverse. We go to the 7th. Yonder Alonso, the hitter. Andres Torres is in center field now for the Giants. Alonso, the batter. He has connected on Lincecum's pitches, best of any Padre. He sent a long out to center his first time up. That's about the best ball hit. They haven't hit many. 10 strikeouts for Lincecum. So Alonso, Jerko, and Venable in the 7th. Two and two. Arizona has taken the lead against Milwaukee 5-4 in the 7th. Jesus Guzman apparently is going to get a chance to hit against Lincecum. Foul back. The Giants had a perfect game. The only ever thrown in Giant history, New York or San Francisco. Last year, Matt Cain. As Alonso goes down swinging, 11 strikeouts.
Got him with the changeup again, down and away. 109th pitch from Tim Lincecum. Looks like a fastball out of the hand, a tumbling action, and way out in front.
Jerko hit by a pitch and struck out. Slow curveball at 73. High fly ball to left. That's hit well, but not deep enough. Right at the edge of the track. Tanaka, 2 out in the 7th.
Well, now it's time for the Twitter poll results. We posed you the question earlier. Which of these all-star memories is your favorite? Coming into first place, 57%. It was at Boston's Fenway Park. Hashtag ASG Williams when Ted Williams was honored. What a great night that was. Tied for second, Carl Hummel striking out 5 Hall of Famers in succession, future Hall of Famers. And Cal Ripken at 17%. And Fred Lynn's grand slam off of Adley Hammaker, rounding it out with 9%.
Jesus Guzman pinch hits for the pitcher. And a good job done, Tim Stauffer. 2 innings, 6 up, 6 down. Quite in contrast to last night as he bounces back. Struck out 3 of the hitters. So Torres coming into the game in this inning in center field, and Blanco, that was Blanco going back to make the catch on that ball by Jerko. As they got their best defenders in. That ball's right over the bag. It's going to take a great throw by Sandoval, and he makes the play. Tim Lincecum has a no-hitter alive through 7. And this one looked like it might be a base hit, but Sandoval with the arm. Oh, my.
away from the All-Star break. A number of the Padres have big plans, but in my opinion, the best story of them all, Joe Thatcher.
Have a new baby boy on Tuesday, so it's going to make the All-Star break quick. Not get much rest, but obviously it's an exciting time, and it's got family coming in, so it'll be hectic, but it's a blessing.
Jack Joseph Thatcher will be his name, and Katie Thatcher, she is just beautiful, glowing right now, guys. They're going to be wonderful parents, and now Joe on the mound for the Padres.
Oh, that's a great story. A new member of the Padre family, Jack Joseph. Yeah, I wonder if he'll be a left-hander.
I wonder if they'll call him JJ for short. We'll have to ask Joe about that, but congratulations to the Thatchers.
Kokomo JJ.
Once again, Joe Thatcher, the giver of life.
Hunter Pence, then Brandon Belt. High drive, right center field. Amarista, long run. That ball really carrying, and it goes over the fence for a home run. He tripled in the same area with the bases loaded, and now Pence greets Thatcher with a home run to right center, number 14. A 5 RBI night for Hunter Pence as Buster Posey knocked in 5 last night. 9-0 San Francisco. I didn't think this was going to carry that far in this night air, but he got it all, obviously.
Well, hit it on the line. Good backspin, creating a little bit of lift there.
Yeah, well, folks that like to dig in the sand, see what they can find. They're digging for a souvenir. Second home run of the night for the Giants. A 2-run homer by Brandon Belt in the 4th. And Belt up now. Home run and a single, 3 RBIs. 10 runs last night, 9 tonight for the Giants. But that isn't the focus of these fans at Petco Park. Whether Padre fan or Giant fan or just came out to see a good ball game at a great baseball park, there's the story on the bottom line. Tim Lincecum is 6 outs away from pitching immortality. Swing and a miss, and Belt goes down, 1 away. Brings up Torres, batting in the 7th spot. Four men have all the hits for the Giants tonight. Posey with 3, Sandoval with 3, Hunter 2, Belt 2. 5 RBIs, Pence, 3 for Belt. Sandoval the other. 9-0. Two strikes now on Torres.
We talk about pitchers getting wiggle room, breathing room, right, to make mistakes. Well, no mistakes tonight for Tim Lincecum, but the odd thing is that last 10 starts for Tim Lincecum, he's only received 12 runs of support. The outpouring of love tonight for the veteran right-hander.
Now the question is, he's thrown 114 pitches. That matches his high for the year. 2 innings to go.
Well, you got the All-Star break coming up. That's a consideration to let him go, right? A little extra rest.
Thatcher strikes out Torres after the home run. He fans Belt and Torres. Here's Crawford.
Bruce Bochy might be thinking, hey, I'll let you go if you can get 6 straight outs. Hey, congratulations. If he allows a base runner, he might go to the pen, right?
If he allows a base hit.
Or a base runner, because that'll just add on to the pitch count. He might be taking that into consideration as well.
It'd be a startling move. Well, you'd have to talk with Lincecum about that. I mean, do you think you've got enough going here?
Yeah, he's not going to pull himself out of this game.
No. Well, then you got to let him try to get a possible no-hitter. Even if he needs another 15 pitches, let's say, to get out of the 8th inning, that's 129. Do you take him out then because that's too many pitches?
Yeah.
You do?
No, I was just agreeing with that's a thought that you have to take into consideration.
Talk about a dilemma for Bochy. He's going to make a tough call here. unless the Padres make it easy and get a base hit.
What's the most he's thrown in his career, Dick, as far as pitches?
138. Can you believe that? In 2008.
Wow.
Popped up back of the plate. Rivera, just over the screen.
Who was that against?
The Padres.
Ah.
A 7-0 win. September 2008. 138 pitches.
Got to let him go, though, huh? Right?
Absolutely.
I would think so. After getting all that pertinent information from the Yankee statistician Mike Trussell, thank you very much.
He's all over this no-hit stuff. 1-2. It's fouled out of play. Crawford in the dirt. He struck out, fouled out, and grounded out. You look at the history of the Giants and the names of the no-hit pitchers, and it's a lesson in baseball history. Swing and a miss by Crawford. So after giving up the home run to Hunter Pence, Joe Thatcher strikes out the side. Here come the Padres, bottom of the 8th. Mossy Toyota. Summer temperatures are higher, but Mossy's prices are lower. Visit Mossy.com. By Petco, where the healthy pets go. And by your San Diego County Lexus dealer, who invites you to test drive a luxurious Lexus automobile today. Rene Rivera, first pitch strike from Lincecum. Breaking ball. Rivera, DeNorfia, wearing number 13 now, and Cabrera in the 8th. Quickly ahead on the count, 2 strikes. So Lincecum now has thrown 116 pitches, most this year. He has struck out 11, walked 2 and hit 1. Yet to give up a base hit.
An action in the Giants bullpen as this inning started.
Struck him out. A dozen strikeouts. 5 outs to go. Plenty of action on that breaking ball.
And he kept it down. Not much you can do with that pitch there, with that action, that arm action.
As you mentioned earlier, there's something about 13. This is the 13th day of the year 2013, and the Padres have lost 13-14, and now here's number 13, Chris DeNorfia, batting with 1 out in the 8th. Late umpire Wagner got the worst of that one. Norfia's first at bat, entered the game defensively. Ground ball. Sandoval in the hole to cut it off. 4 outs to go. Six San Francisco Giants have thrown no-hitters. The last was Matt Cain last year, and it was a perfect no-hit, no-run game. Sandoval throwing out the final out as Cain into history. The San Francisco Giants pitchers who have accomplished that rare feat: Marichal, Gaylord Perry, Ed Halicki, John Montefusco, Jonathan Sanchez against the Padres and Matt Cain. You go back in New York Giant history: Christy Mathewson, Rube Marquardt, Carl Hubble, Hall of Famers. Cabrera, strike one on him. He struck out, walked, and grounded out. Padres in their history have never had one of their own throw a no-hit, no-run game. Two and one.
You know, the one thing I noticed tonight about Tim Lincecum and Buster Posey working together, not a lot of shaking off from the right-hander. Means you're in the same rhythm, same page. Bruce Bochy didn't like that last call.
Right at the knees. 3 and 1. That was the 123rd pitch from Tim Lincecum. Struck out 12. Walked 2, hit 1. Walked 3 rather. Hit 1.
Look at that, going to the off-speed pitch, 3 and 1.
Petco Park on its feet. 40,342 treated to a magnificent pitching performance from this 29-year-old right-hander, Tim Lincecum. Full count. Ball 4. His 4th walk. And to the full credit of Mark Wagner, he's not caught up in the emotion and drama of this effort by Lincecum. He's going to call a strike a strike.
Yeah, that's a legitimate ball. That's off the plate. What with the curveball and missed.
Alexei Amarista struck out twice and flied out. High strike. To accomplish a no-hitter, it's going to be a Herculean effort. It's going to take a lot of pitches up into the 140s. 1 and 1.
It's almost like that no-hitter Edwin Jackson was a Diamondback. He threw, I think, A.J. Hinch was the manager. He threw into the 130s, 140s for that no-hitter in Tampa.
Threw the fastball by Amarista, 1 and 2. Into that first or second row, and Blanca was going to make sure that if that ball's playable, he's going to be there to catch it. There hasn't really been a great defensive play tonight. Perhaps the ball hit by pinch hitter Guzman to deep third. Sandoval made, that was a solid play, but not a spectacular play. And Lincecum, with all the strikeouts, 12 has really been the man. Wagner Warner's not going to provide any gift strikes.
Right field, charged by Pence. He caught it!
Oh my, there's the defensive play. The no-hitter still alive with an inning to go. He's got it studied, a World War II veteran. And this crowd on the edge. And they'll watch Tim Lincecum bat as he stays in the game, obviously, and gets a standing ovation for what he has accomplished so far. 8 innings of no-hit ball. He's walked 4 and hit 1. And he's 3 outs away from joining an illustrious list of rare pitchers who have accomplished a no-hit, no-run game. Looking ahead to the Padre 9th inning, it'll be Headley, Quinton, Alonso standing in the way. Lincecum has struck out, grounded out, and walked. As Brad Brock comes in to pitch the 9th, and first ball swinging and a long high drive by Lincecum, caught by Amarista in left center. He'll get another standing ovation as he jogs back to the third base dugout. That lady 1 strikeout shy. He has 12. Leadoff hitter Blanco struck out 3 times, tried to bunt unsuccessfully. 0 for 4 tonight.
Well, Brad Brock trying to rebound from last night's outing. An inning, 5 hits. He gave up 5 runs. 1 was earned. Good off-speed pitch there.
Tim Stauffer certainly did just that in his 2 innings of work. 6 up, 6 down with 3 strikeouts. This inning comparable to the big show where you have the warm-up act. And then the star is going to come out in the bottom of the 9th. 2-2. Blanco scored 4 times last night. A hit, a couple of walks, safe on a fielder's choice. Quiet tonight, 0 for 4. No pitch. Struck him out. 2 away. Lincecum. Normally in these situations, they leave him well alone. Let him sit alone. No one going near him. At least to talk to him or pat him on the back. Bad luck. 2 outs. Scudero 0 for 4. Takes a strike. High fly ball. DeNorfia calls in right. That's it for the Giants in the 9th inning. Tim Lincecum, Renton, Washington, University of Washington, San Francisco Giants about to take the field. First time up, sent Gregor Blanco the track. Line drive by Quentin, but right to Brandon Crawford. Guzman deep to third. Sandoval makes the backhand play and a great throw. And then the one spectacular defensive play. Hunter Pence in right field, robbing Amarista. And Tim Lincecum, no surprise, our Carl's Jr. star of the game. 9th inning, here we go. Chase Headley has walked twice and struck out. Headley, Quinton, Alonso schedule. There has never been a no-hit, no-run game pitched here at Petco. This is the 10th season. Fans want everything to be called a strike, understandably. Two and two to Headley.
And you know, these Padre hitters, they're going to put together good at bats. They're going to try to battle. They don't want to be no hit.
Absolutely. No honor in that. Strike 3. Nope. Yeah, he got a piece of it, but fouled into the glove of Posey. Strikeout number 13. Posey just dropped the ball, and that made it a confusing play.
Yeah, no foul tip. He didn't catch it. You got to complete the out by tagging the runner. That's what Posey did there.
Headley did not run. 13 strikeouts. Quinton, the only man in the lineup that has not struck out. Fly to left, grounded to third, line to short.
Well, that was the 137th pitch for Tim Lincecum back in 2010. Edwin Jackson, as an Arizona Diamondback, no-hit the Tampa Bay Rays. He threw 149 in that no-hitter.
Check swing foul. And that was Lincecum's 138th pitch. That matches the most throws in any game he's pitched in the big leagues. Two and one. Lincecum, lowest hit effort, 9 innings, 2 hits allowed. That was in 2009 against the Cardinals. Foul.
Hey, going to the pitch that's gotten him through this night. Good off-speed split finger right there from Tim Lincecum. Got a lot of strikeouts on the off-speed pitches tonight.
Hit deep to left field, but playing deep is Blanco. Lincecum has 26 outs. Yonder Alonso stands in the way of a no-hit, no-run game for Lincecum. He has struck out twice and fly deep to center.
348th pitch, Tim Lincecum has joined the no-hit heroes. The man who won 4 games all year has no-hit the Padres tonight. Oh, my. $40,342 fans have seen the first no-hitter pitched here at Petco Park. It's the dream of every little kid that ever picked up a ball and pitched to a hitter. Someday, can I do that? Pitch a no-hitter. An innocent fly ball to left gets the job done. Giants on the no-hitter, Tim Lincecum. Plenty to digest tonight, Mike Pomerantz.
Yes, this marks a 3-18 record now in the last 21 games for the Padres. They drop one to Tim Lincecum and the Giants. You're going to hear from Tim when we come back. Also, Buddy Black and a trip around the majors.